Right, YouTube. This is a podcast about conspiracy theories. We're not saying any of this is true in any way, shape, or form. And if this gets taken down for misinformation, fuck yourself. And also, some pretty harsh, heavy topics are discussed. So if you don't like that kind of stuff, you can bugger off now. And if you complain about it, you've been warned. Okay, right. Before we start off, I just wanna ask Ben, what are you having for dinner right now? What are you having for dinner?
I got a steak. I've chopped it up into slices, cooked it up with a bunch of chili, and I've threw it in a roll.
Fuck yeah!
It's
But
pretty
how did you cook your steak? Is it like medium rare? How have you cooked it?
Oh no, I cut it into strips and just threw it in. I didn't really bother. It's nothing fancy, but if you're talking about actual fillet steaks, I'd go for a medium rare.
Based. Okay, I like that. That's a good choice. Anyways,
Very good choice.
How are you doing today, gentlemen? How's it going?
I'm alright.
I'm good.
Alright.
My mouth's kind of tingly from the chili.
Yeah, this man is absolutely scranning.
I'm currently playing Pokemon right now.
You're playing what Pokemon? Is it
It is. No, it isn't. I can't afford it.
Fair enough.
The one I'm playing, right? The one I'm playing it's kind of like a remake, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
It's one that's made by the community, and surprisingly, very very surprisingly, that it's allowed to go on. I don't know how, because you know how bad Nintendo is with
everything.
taking down shit. For example, Roblox the brick bronze, missed that.
Oh
But
shit! That was the fucking best thing ever made.
That was taken down. I had to get swapped to Lumion Legacy.
Bro,
terrible. But what I'm playing is PokeMMO, which is like fully online. It's using a bunch of ROMs,
and
it's basically you're able to play the games, but online and with people. It's really cool.
That is pretty cool indeed. Anyways,
Pokemon online.
Basically, yeah.
Sounds sick.
That is quite a cool concept, actually.
It's called a PokeMMO. It's really cool.
So it's basically like Pokemon Go, but not virtual reality.
Well, it's like all the old games. I think it's like Pokemon. What Pokemon games? It's like Gen 1 to 4 or something like that.
The old shit.
The first few games.
The real
old
ones,
OGs, yeah.
The real original gangsters.
The one where they use pixels and shit.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. It uses that, and it uses a bunch of ROMs to get all the textures, get all the games, get everything like that. It's really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, that is pretty funky indeed.
It's not an ad.
Although a sponsor would be lovely.
I'm secretly got like 40% of the shares in this company that makes it.
Company actually makes it on a sec.
Anyways, so this episode, as you can probably tell, because you need to look at your whatever you're watching this on to see what it's called and shit, right?
Scroll down, bro. Just scroll down.
Yeah, man. This is Cults, Crime, and Conspiracy, right? I don't know if I'm too far away.
Put in the comments how many crimes you've done.
How many crimes have you committed?
Oh, we'll be here for a while.
Federal agents. I repeat, we are not federal agents.
We are not gathering all personal data of anyone in the comment section. We are not selling them to Facebook. We are not selling them to TikTok. We promise.
And for the people on Spotify,
we love you.
For the people on Spotify,
leave us a 5-star review and include all the crimes you've committed.
Oh,
we do have a 5-star review on Spotify. I'm going up the Spotify one right now.
Holy shit!
Let's go.
Read it out.
I think it might be because it's funny.
You know what? Right,
I'm gonna leave like a really stupid message on it, but I couldn't figure out how to.
I'm getting it up right now. Where is it?
Yeah,
Where?
I'm actually sweating from that chili. I think I put too much in.
Mate, I was sweating earlier. I was trying to play COD Cold War, and I was getting so pissed off because I kept getting murdered.
Oh, it's so funny because I was getting pissed off, and then I managed to calm myself down, and
you moved it onto me, and it was just screaming.
That game brings out the worst in people, though.
Yeah, we got it. Late night conversation. Go on to open.spotify.com/show/. 0HQCQRPGKU7WHHAYPJKMYZ.
You are
Go
such.
into that
Something like
link.
that.
Go into that link. Anyways.
Oh, and one more thing. We love gamer subs here at the Late Night Podcast. We love gamer subs.
Fuck's sake.
Gamer subs, 10 out of 10. I can't lie.
I'm gonna keep saying it till they sponsor us because
You
I
know
swear
what I
down, I
like
love
better?
gamer subs.
You know what I like better?
Is it Jay Schlatt
Boots
that owns
or
it? Is
Burn
it
Away.
Jay Schlatt that owns it?
Yes.
I'm going to
Yes.
take Jay Schlatt hostage until we get sponsored.
Whoa!
Have you seen him?
Don't say that.
Have you
Don't say
seen
that on
him?
camera.
Have you seen him? He's got like
He is a
got
big man.
flamethrower.
He is
He's
a
got
big man.
flamethrower.
I'm also a big man. What's he
Yeah,
gonna
but
do?
you've not got a fucking flamethrower, do you?
I've got a golden 1911 in my fucking drawer.
You've seen him shoot guns, right?
Man's just
Yeah.
criminalizing himself. I know we're talking about crime, but not personal ones.
My bad. Anyway, let's get on to this, right? So I think quite an interesting thing to talk about would be the Waco, Texas siege, where a cult was held up for 51 days in 1993, and it ended up in one of the biggest like fuck ups in like law enforcement history, right? So
This was in America, right?
yeah, as I said,
Yeah,
Texas,
Texas.
you clown.
I know something else that went on in
Texas is just
America.
its own thing.
I know something else that went on in America, specifically in Enumclaw
Oh
in
God,
Washington.
no.
No,
Leave that fucking horse alone.
Okay.
that is in the past. That's done.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
busted.
For
Yeah,
those-
I won't say that.
For those who don't know, search up on Google Mr. Hands, right? Search up Mr. Hands on Google. Then you'll find
Based.
out something you'll very want to know. Right. Anyway, so I've prepared a little document on this, so I'm going to read it out and we can discuss about it. Right. So this is going to be really fucking weird. If I stumble over words, it's your fault, Alan.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So the ATF were investigating this cult called the Branch Davidians for stockpiling weapons in their compound. The ATF
Right.
attempted to carry out search and arrest warrants. However, due to the cult being warned about the raid, they were prepared, and during the initial sorry, hold on, let me restart it.
That's good. That's good.
However, due to the cult being warned about the raid, they were prepared. During the initial raid, 4 ATF agents were killed and 6 Branch Davidians were killed. A dozen more were injured. After this initial raid fuck-up, over 900 people descended upon Mount Carmel, which was like the compound the cult were held up in. And these 900 people included the Army, the National Guard, the Sheriff's Office, the FBI, and the ATF. Well, more ATF. Along with them, they
Wow.
brought 7 Bradley armored personnel carriers, 4 54-ton combat engineering vehicles, 2 M1 Abrams fucking main battle tanks, a tracked maintenance recovery vehicle, and a fucking like Huey. And a Huey is pretty much like the helicopter that was used in the Vietnam War to like kill people and shit, right? They got pretty angry.
But what did the cult do? Explain to me how the cult did not just get nuked into oblivion.
Oh, trust me, shit happens soon, right? So
Shit went down in
went
Texas.
And some of the Branch Davidians had left the compound at this point. However, a significant number, including David Koresh, who was the leader of the cult at the time, remained inside Mount Carmel. In response to the initial raid, power and water systems were cut. Loud music, distressing sounds were blared like 24/7 through speakers. Spotlights were shined through the window, like etc. to kind of like get these people out.
So they're just trying to get them, just trying to force them out.
Yeah, by making them go clinically insane, right?
Right.
They're
just mention
already
as well-
clinically insane. They're in a cult.
But can I just mention as well, right? Inside this building are innocent women and children as well. And there's a fucking
Yeah, but like,
lot of them.
what again? Like, what did this cult do to get this?
They were under investigation
Have-
for stockpiling weapons, even though most of it was legal under state law.
Right.
Yeah. And
That's actually interesting.
so on April
You say
19th,
that, like-
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say, like, what crimes were they actually committing?
They were
Although
accused.
it's a
Nothing really.
Go on. Oh.
David Koresh, he wasn't exactly a good guy, but still, I feel like what happened went it was bad on the law enforcement side of things here.
Well, I think
Yeah.
if coming from the law enforcement side, you see a bunch of people stockpiling guns, you start shitting yourself.
Yeah, but this
Because
is where
that's like
shit
a
really
big
kicks
group of
off.
people.
This is where shit kicks off, right? On April 19th, 1993, Attorney General Janet Reno gave the green light for the combined forces to begin the raid. Tanks began rolling in, punching holes in the walls of the compound and depositing nearly 400 canisters of tear gas into Mount Carmel.
What the
the
fuck?
These canisters were supposed to release this CS gas over a 48-hour period, which wouldn't harm the body. However, all of this gas was released within 2 hours of them being blown into the building. So they put a toxic amount of this gas into a compound they knew had innocent women and children in, right?
What the fuck?
Mount Carmel, which is still filled with women and children, may I add, several hours later, a fire broke out. The cause of this is still debated whether it was the Davidians responding to the tanks or a setup by the ATF. I'll get onto that later, right? But what we do know is the sheer clownery of the ATF coalition, FBI coalition, resulted in 80 Branch Davidians dead, 25 of them being children. Most died due to burns or smoke inhalation, but 2 men were found with bullet wounds to the head, and a few unarmed men were found trying to free the women and children who became stuck due to the fire. No Davidians survived this raid, and the 12 remaining Davidians that handed themselves in before the raid were charged with unlawful possession of firearms and aiding in the murder of federal officers.
What the
So that's kind of the basis of it. Now, this is where things get a bit hazy, right?
Right.
There's a bit of a conspiracy about the whole fire thing,
fun.
right? So what happened is...
Love me a good conspiracy.
Yeah, man. Conspiracies. We love them. But by the way, for YouTube, we're not saying this is real information. If you fucking take this video down,
This is all allegedly. This is what people have said. This is what we've read on the interweb.
Yes, right.
All transcribed.
So what the law enforcement would do, right, is they'd send in like these care packages to keep these people still like alive in this compound, right? And one of them had bugged milk cartons, so you could hear them what they were saying. And so for 24/7,
bugged milk cartons.
Yeah, they were being listened to 24/7 in like the FBI ATF like HQ on site, right? And when the fire broke out, it was a complete surprise to the ATF. Which I don't understand, because you can't just plan a fire without saying anything. You would have to say something.
Yeah.
And
well, what do you mean? Like, are you saying
like
that the feds done the fire and they managed to cover it up?
It's possible because what I've got here, right?
Because
only after the whole like raid thing, the recordings were found of the cult members talking about spreading gasoline anyway, and lighting it when the tanks come in, which I do find strange, as if the ATF knew that they had spread gasoline and ready to light it, why would they send in 400 canisters of flammable CS gas into the compound that they knew there were like innocent folk in? Add on to the whole burning building thing as well. The law enforcement on site were accused of using incendiary shells, which, if you don't know, are big bullets that make fires. These accusations were initially...
I know what incendiary shells are.
Yeah. These accusations were initially denied. However, it was later confirmed by the ATF that incendiary rounds were present at the siege, but were only fired at a nearby construction site. Another theory regarding the fire is that when one of the tanks came through a wall, it knocked over a butane-powered lamp, which does actually kind of make sense, because in the footage of the raid, about a minute and a half after the tank hits the wall, one of the biggest fires happens in the building. And again, the reason they came up with this theory is because there was a man seen running out of the compound with his hands bound and on fire. And then he was finally taken into the thingamajiggy. His hands were covered in butane and were on fire. Now, But before we start discussing this, I just want to add, right? There was a phone call made by David Koresh to 911 on the day of the raid when it began, right? This is what he said. There are 75 men around our building and they're shooting at us in Mount Carmel. There are children and women in here and to call it off. I hear gunfire. Oh shit, oh shit. And it cuts off.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh, this is a deep one, isn't it? This is a deep dive.
I don't know why, but
So they were doing very unlawful things. The police were doing very unlawful things, basically.
and it's like
Nothing
I
new.
don't understand
Yeah, but
how we needed 2 fucking tanks and 7 APCs to go into a compound of less than 100 people.
Do you know what America loves doing the most?
Innocence.
Showing off. Nah, just showing off how powerful they are.
that is
That's what
true.
they do. Every single country that like does anything to them, it's always like, yeah, well, we've got nukes. That's like their response to everything. So
Yeah,
when they see a group of people that are stockpiling weapons and are listening to, I'm assuming since it's a cult, they have their own messiah and everything like that, like a regular cult would. They're listening. It's a group of people that are listening to somebody that isn't the government. So it's more or less just a display of their power and that they can actually just shut these people up and do whatever they want.
basically showing the power of the government.
Yeah, and like obviously it's possible that it's just whoever the fuck was the sheriff at the time was just on acid or meth or something and just didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Could have
What is
been
tech
multiple.
does.
Could have been because
Probably
there were so
moonshine.
many. Probably, but like there
Whatever.
were so many different. There were so many different like teams there. There was what did you say? The ATF. There was
Army, National
the
Guard,
sheriff's
and Sheriff
office.
Office.
Yeah, there's so many different groups there. Who's commanding them all? It's probably like 3 different commanders. Shit could get mixed
There was
up,
the Attorney General.
or shit
Mhm.
isn't really
No.
coordinated properly.
Even though
I don't know.
they're coalitions of people, they were still all commanded by the Attorney General, which is Janet Reno.
So they're all commanded by the same person. So that must have been one guy making up these ideas. Or not him on his own, but he was the one passing them all.
I want to bring up about the Bugs milk cartons as well, right? So surprise to the ATF that this fire had broken out. But like when the recordings of the cult saying this shit came out, right? It was like a few hours before the raid actually happened. And say that actually had been like properly listening in, they would have caught that and realised a fire was going to break out and would have had people stop the fire on standby.
Yeah,
So-
just at least call the firefighters. You have everyone else there.
It hurts my brain.
Well, there's no way they've put in that much effort to send all the fucking guards out there and they've not paid full attention to everything their enemy has been saying. Otherwise, then he's just a stupid officer. Because you have to know your enemy to defeat him.
But I have one more thing I'd like to bring up on the conspiracy thing. Actually, no, you continue. I'll do a couple bit more.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? They had so many people there. They had so many fucking militarized vehicles and shit. To me, it just sounds like they're trying to show off, and they're just trying to shut down any potential like rebellious groups at all. And well, there's not much you can really do against that.
So
They need to send all those people. I mean, you go.
this is one about 9/11. So again, this is all allegedly.
You're starting a weird conversation, like, because I've been told things about this.
Have you guys heard of Lucky Larry
I have not. How lucky is he?
Silverstein? Larry Silverstein.
Is he lucky?
The luck is through the roof, right?
Oh.
So he
Right.
owned the World Trade Center.
Oh.
Right?
Right.
And on September 11th, Larry just so happened to be absent from work because of a doctor's appointment.
Huh.
He later claimed that the appointment was cancelled, and rather than returning to the top of the World Trade Center for his usual breakfast, which he'd do pretty much daily, he'd gone a walk around New York City. Larry's family were also coincidentally absent from their work that day, which was again World Trade Center, and escaped harm, including his daughter and son, who were running late.
Oh.
Lucky Larry was also fortunate enough to recently taken out a $3.5 billion insurance policy only weeks before the attacks.
Oh.
He went to hold on, I can't read this. This is so small text. Right, so he went attempt to claim the amount twice because of 2 attacks. Luckily for Larry, he won and managed to escape. He won both of these claims, getting I can't do mathematics. Getting
$7 billion.
$7 billion of insurance money. $7 billion of insurance money.
Right. He knew. He must have knew. There's no fucking way in hell he didn't know that. He didn't know it was coming. And then you just have to ask, well, how did he know he was coming? Well, he's probably really rich. He's probably in the top 1%. Do you know who else is in the top 1%?
The top
George
1%.
W. Bush.
Oh,
Nah.
Back to that scoundrel.
No, there was actually a thing. Yeah, you go.
On his insurance claim, right, he specified terrorism as
They
well.
wouldn't even have known.
He specified that if there was a terrorist attack, it would be worth this amount of money.
Yeah. Well,
it's
all predicted.
Attacks don't happen every day.
Do you know, oh, I can't remember. This is off the top of my head. I don't actually know. This might not be facts, but there was a classified document that got leaked because I can't even remember. Some right got passed and a bunch of FBI documents got leaked. And one of them was it was a planned domestic terrorist act where they were going to fly a plane into some building. Can't remember what it was, but they were just going to perform a domestic terrorist attack so they could blame it on either, I don't know, but there was a whole document about it. They're planning a domestic terrorist attack. Thankfully, that was one that never got executed. But that is literally, you can look that up. I don't know. I'll try find it right now.
Operation Northwoods, mate.
Operation Northwoods. That's what it was.
CIA's plan to declare war, to justify an invasion of Cuba.
Yeah.
Planning on either getting a drone plane to fly it in Cuban airspace and have it explode, or have it literal filled with just folk who didn't know it was going to be shot down.
Yeah. And if they've had that idea once and they've thankfully never done it, but what happened after the 2001 attack? What happened after September 11, 2001? They went on a full-scale invasion into the Middle East.
Now, I'm not saying coincidences are a thing, but something isn't adding up here.
Well, no. A lot of things are adding up. The only thing that doesn't really fit into the equation is what we're being told.
As well, right? On the day of 9/11, right, all the passports of the terrorists that hijacked the planes were recovered, but not a single black box was recovered. Right, I just want to mention I actually got this part here incorrect. It is the ones at the World Trade Center were not recovered, but all the other ones were. Small book survive. Chunk of metal
did not.
So many things behind it as well.
Two bloody fucking massive buildings not survived, but a box didn't.
I remember the first ever
bits of paper did.
The first ever conspiracy theory I heard was an 9/11 conspiracy, and it was the whole justification of the when they built the Twin Towers, it was filled with fucking asbestos. Because they built it with asbestos, and then obviously it came out with asbestos.
Yeah, at that time they didn't really know.
Yeah, and then obviously it comes out
asbestos.
quite soon after that. That asbestos fucking killed cozy. So they had to get.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Then it just looks kind of embarrassing if you've just spent billions on these two structures and they're not even up to date. I don't know, there's a million different justifications for it, and there's a million ways that you can prove it was planned.
It happened.
It's like you can't even say anything because you can't even do anything about it. That's the worst part. Like, it's happened.
I feel.
The government's just.
And another thing as well.
I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry. You can go.
It's me. It's because of my delay. Because it's like it's my delay that makes it.
Oh,
bad.
I know. Like every time I go to talk, you start talking, and I'll stop talking. You stop talking. I'll start talking. You start talking.
I've barely talked at all.
Bunger.
Talon, I want to hear. Can we hear Talon's opinion on these things?
Yeah, go
I'm
on.
gonna be honest. I keep zoning in and out, so I only hear little bits of it. Like,
Well,
I'm just kind of here for the ride, you know.
You should be more perspicacious, Talon.
Don't know what that word means.
Perception,
Take
your
fucking
ability to
Adderall.
perceive things. Take Adderall, yeah.
Oh, perception. I love Fallout.
smoke some Adderall, man.
Shut up, Talon.
I've got that full
Some up.
perception and shit. You know me.
I love how we've gone back to conspiracy
bats.
theories again.
Well, that is what like a lot of people wanted conspiracy
True,
theories.
we
I'm
did
pretty
get good
sure.
reviews
A lot
on
of people asked for
conspiracy
it.
theories.
A lot of people asked for more because it's such a broad subject, and
Yeah,
I think it's a really good subject as well because there's so many things you can
Opportunities.
talk about. Of course, there's like the really dumb ones, like fucking
yeah,
Elvis Presley is alive. And
yeah.
fucking-
All the alien
Cuba.
conspiracy theories are quite funny.
they're really dumb. But there's also the other conspiracy theories which make a lot of sense.
Oh my god! Have you guys heard of Peter Kane?
No,
I think so. Hold on, I'm looking him up.
Funniest motherfucker, right? I can't remember what state it is, right? But somewhere in like northeastern US. So you know this guy's gonna be a fucking absolute fucking hilarious, right? Find the video, right? But he's talking about his experiences with a Sasquatch, right?
oh no.
God.
Oh,
God.
oh, it's Peter Kane dog training. Oh no.
Yes, Peter Kane dog training.
I know exactly who that is. Talon, you must know Peter Kane dog
funny.
training. Ted
Peter
Nevison.
Kane dog training.
Ted Nevison made a whole YouTube video on him.
Here it is. Right, hold on.
And she
Bigfoot
starts ripping my
disclosure.
clothes
Blue
off me.
has come to market.
And
I
she
found the
started.
I
clip.
think I have.
Happened in this dry creek bed. I was back here looking. I thought one of my dogs was back here.
I know the
I was
video
like,
as well. Female
I saw-
Bigfoot forced me to have sex.
And then I got back, and well, maybe it's a deer. And then I was worried about my dogs because there's a lot of Bigfoot and Sasquatch in this area. I didn't have a gun with me.
high intensity Sasquatch
Back
activity.
here, and that's the female Sasquatch.
Oh,
She tore out of the
Who
bush
told him that?
down on the ground, and I thought she was going to kill me. You know, I'm like grabbing for a gun, and then I realized I didn't bring a gun with me.
oh, you silly bastard!
That was so stupid.
Oh, you numpty.
Myself,
Rookie mistake. If you're going out hunting Sasquatches, bring your fucking
We're
gun.
going on a bear hunt. We're gonna catch a big.
We're going.
Yes, we are.
I want to read some of it.
Yeah.
Dogs trainings.
Yeah.
Like, right. We've got absolute classics such as Bigfoot used me to have a baby. Comma, grown man cries. Bigfoot abducted me, comma, forced me to do things, comma, investigated by major university. Frozen
What
since 1953.
Hesh is he talking?
I want to talk about
Fucking
just
high.
all the bad conspiracy theories because we've talked about the good conspiracy theories. Now let's talk about the bad ones.
Let me look up conspiracy.
Is Justin Bieber a lizard man?
I think Actually, hold on a second. Wikipedia list of conspiracy theories. There's an entire wiki page on this.
Oh God.
I mention one thing before we start this. I want to go mention one thing quickly. The term conspiracy theory was actually first used by the CIA.
The word conspiracy theory.
You
Yeah, do you know what conspiracy theory means?
Theory that's a conspiracy.
Yeah, but do you know what the word conspiracy means?
No.
It's like a plan to take down someone. Hold on, I'll Google it right now just so I can get it right.
Wizard people have taken over. Old New World Order theory is bad.
Yeah, a conspiracy, a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful, or the action of plotting or conspiring, which isn't really helpful. So yeah, conspiracy isn't really even a good word.
I searched the definition of conspiracy theory. A belief that some covert but influential organization is responsible for an unexplained event.
See, that's more of a modernized.
Tupac isn't really dead. Tupac Shakur has been dead almost as long as he was alive. Or is he?
Do you know what's a really fun conspiracy? Why did Andrew Tate get banned?
Quite a theory about Andrew Tate, actually, right? So you like there's this whole like kill all men movement and shit, right?
Yeah.
I think it was Isaac Newton anyway. The laws of physics and shit. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? Andrew Tate is the equal and opposite reaction of kill all men movement.
It's the opposite extreme. We've had because people have been like because obviously I'd say men have been put down by the kill all men movement so much and so badly. But so many men have just turned into fucking incels, can't even look at a woman without shitting themselves, that type of shit. And then Andrew Tate comes along and he's like telling the complete opposite of what everyone else is saying. And honestly, for most people, it would be a breath of fresh air because it's finally somebody saying something that isn't saying men are rapists. It's finally it's a man sitting telling other men that you don't need that shit. You shouldn't put up with that shit. But the fact that he takes it to such an extreme, it's just starting a war.
Things he brings up about like men's mental health and shit, I do agree with him. But then he said he does say other things that are just a bit.
But right, I think I've.
He's the right things in the completely wrong way.
Well, he literally says in a couple of his interviews that he does say shit just to piss people off.
Because that gets people to look over at him.
Here's literally this is the tactic he uses, right? He has very polarizing views. Most of them he knows people will agree with. So he'll start saying all this stuff, like the basic stuff of like women should treat men this way and men should treat women this way, like all the nice stuff that people can agree with. So he gets people that listen to him. Then he starts saying all the. Then he starts saying. He'll start saying all the bad shit. So then he makes it so you either have to agree with him or have to disagree with him. So either way, people are talking about him. So it's a talk around people just literally arguing about him. And then that's how he gets his name out. And then obviously the more people that argue with him, the more people are going to go listen to him. And then the more people that listen to him, the more people will follow him.
Yeah.
So it's literally just
like, as much as you.
It's smart business. That's all it is.
As much as you hate him, as much as you hate him, you've still got to admire the fact that he's very good when it comes to like making a business, getting people to know his name. He's a smart guy.
He's really fucking smart. He's probably one of the smartest people ever. And I think even though most people don't agree with him, I still think it's really valuable to listen to people like this because one, Andrew Tate's probably one of the very, very few like actual millionaires that are telling you the fucking truth. Because most of them will just lie and put on this image and try to look like the good guy to make everyone like them. And Andrew's just the one sitting saying, "Shut the fuck up, fuck you all. I'm me."
Be fair,
So-
when you say it like that, you can't help but respect the man for that.
Exactly. Like he's being honest. He's not being snaky, making his money behind the scenes. Like Andrew Tate will openly admit to selling drugs in the past, because he probably doesn't have to do it anymore. But in the past,
Yeah.
like, you will never hear another rich person ever admit to that. They'll always sit there and be like, "Oh, go to school, study, do the right thing, and you'll get a hard job." But like, something Andrew Tate actually said, right? Like, you drive up to the hospital where all the doctors work. That's what everyone wants to be. That's what you get told is the best job you could be as a doctor. You do years and years of school, study hard, you'll become a doctor, and you'll become rich and happy. You look outside the hospital and look at all the cars. There's not one car there worth over maybe 100 grand. You don't make that much money if you're a doctor, but that's what everyone says you should be. And that is honestly probably one of the best jobs you can have.
Yeah, on the topic of lots of fucking money, right? Have you guys been watching the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here this year?
No, I don't like that stuff.
I know what you're going to say about all this. I know what you're going to say.
Boy George,
It-
right, is being paid the most out of anyone, right? The whole time in this whole, like, I've only watched a few episodes of it, but the whole time he's just been such a spoiled fucking brat.
Who?
Boy George, the guy
Boy
who
George.
sung Karma Chameleon.
I don't know who that is. I can't lie.
Neither did I until I actually looked into him, right? But
I swear he's a pedo.
I'm going to get onto that, right? But he was quizzing Matt Hancock about the whole, like, scandal thing, which, yeah, Matt Hancock did something wrong. However, did you know what Boy George did?
What?
What did he do?
2009, Boy George was convicted of imprisonment of Auden Carlson, a Norwegian model and male escort. He where is? He handcuffed him to a wall via a radiator and beat him with a metal chain. He tried to justify it by saying, "I was under the influence of cocaine I had taken previously."
When he get arrested for drugs?
So he's been quizzing, like, Matt Hancock about the whole, like, cheating on his wife thing. When this man, right, he was asked one question about his time in prison, this man shunned it completely and just said, "Oh, you shouldn't be asking me that. It's such a disrespectful thing to say." He just infuriates me so much. I really don't like him.
This is why I don't keep up with celebrities, because they're all just fake.
They're all
the thing,
knobheads.
They're all
They're all
cunts,
knobheads.
because you don't get that famous and not get full of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean,
with
maybe for
Matt
Mr. Beast.
Hancock, right? At least he answered the question like a normal human being. Even though he's a politician, at least he answered the fucking question and had understood why people were asking him these questions. It's just, like, completely, like, shunned it and was like, "I'm really offended that you'd asked me that." I'm like, "Oh, I don't like you've asked me that." It's just like, shut.
Imagine
Fucking
using
fucking-
"I'm offended" as an excuse for anything. If
To
somebody
be fair though, Mike Tyndall, he's quite good.
Mike Tyndall?
I
Mike
think
Tyndall.
that's his name.
Man's called Mike Tyndall.
Mike Tyndall.
Do you guys see the video of
Of you say?
Sorry, my mum came in. I was
Of?
right. What the fuck did I say? Oh yeah, the video of Andrew Tate and Jake Paul facing off.
Yes.
Nothing's
Oh my
even been
God.
said about that. Jake Paul just tweeted the video. I'm actually really fucking hyped. I want to see that.
I mean, I don't like both. I don't like either of them. So I'd be happy with either outcome. But I think I know
Definitely
what
want
they're
Jake
going
Paul
to
to
be.
get his head bashed in just because it's Jake Paul. He needs a slap.
And Andrew would kick the shit out of him.
Andrew's just got the dedication, because Andrew
Yeah.
would stop everything he's doing in his life just to hit the gym and just train.
No,
Mhm.
he's
Jake
fighting
Paul
Jake
still
Paul.
has to
He
make
has no
videos.
dedication.
But do you know what's funny though? Do you know what's funny? Right now the odds are in Jake Paul's favour. So if you want to make some big bucks, bet on Andrew.
I reckon like
It's-
that's the only thing though. Are they just doing normal boxing? Because I'm pretty sure Andrew Tate was a kickboxer, not an actual boxer.
It was a kickboxer, but
Yeah, he is a kickboxer.
that's
But even then,
even then, mate.
Andrew Tate would fucking rip Jake apart.
It's not even about that anymore. It's just who's the one that can just
Harder.
fucking take more blows, mate. They're about the same height as well. That's the best part. So it's actually going to be a fair fight.
yeah,
So it's just going to be a test of
I'm quite excited for
dedication. Me too.
I'm quite
I'm rooting
excited.
for Andrew
Logan-
simply because I want to see Jake Paul get his head fucking smashed in. I'm
If
sick of it.
If Andrew Tate loses this fight, his career's over.
God.
Nah. Nah.
Who's going to follow the big hard man after the big hard man got battered by a fucking
By Jake
cringy
Paul.
Vine
Actually,
YouTuber?
true. That's true.
Like,
Actually,
Because he has this image that he's the biggest, baddest cunt on the planet. If he got battered live in front of everyone, at least half of his fans are just going to go, yeah, nah, this cunt's been chatting shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But 4-time kickboxing champion, he's got the skills. All he has to do is just
But then again, he has got that like eye retina thing that's like that's kind of fucked him up a little bit.
Yeah, I only found out about that like a couple
You know,
days ago.
the detached retina that he's
Who?
got.
Andrew.
Like he gets Andrew. Yeah, he's got a detached retina. So if he was to get hit if he was to get that's the reason why he wears the glasses is because if anything was to like touch his eye, it could blind him. So a hit in the eye could fuck him up badly.
Yeah, but have you ever seen any videos of Andrew fighting? His whole thing is just dodging every punch, and he's actually really fucking good at it.
Yeah.
Although, video
But
has
like
one.
the reason why he stopped doing reason why he stopped doing kickboxing was because he got hit in the eye.
Mm.
That's the thing.
I honestly, I hope Andrew wins, just purely because I'm going to be betting on him. The money.
Yeah. Do you think it's actually going to happen, or?
Well, I think after that face-off, they've built so much hype for it, they can't back out. No.
I remember seeing a video of it was a Jake that was just like he was trying to start on him, he was trying to start on Andrew, and he was just sitting there playing chess on his phone.
Who, Andrew?
And it's so funny. He was just sitting there playing chess on his phone.
Oh,
Fuck
Andrew.
it, that's
It's
so
so
fucking funny.
funny.
He just doesn't give a fuck, and it's hilarious.
So, like,
Great.
even though he's a
I'd love to see
bellend, I fucking respect him for just for that.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Like, you have to respect him. You just have to.
Yeah.
Because he's not done anything. Like, he's had opinions. That's the worst he's done. Is have opinions. He's never actually done anything bad. I'm sure in his past, when he still lived in fucking Luton, I wouldn't be surprised if he's killed somebody before
Yeah.
growing up in Luton.
It's Luton.
It's Luton,
my
man.
dad-
Like if you
My
breathe in
dad,
Luton, kill someone.
my dad used to live in Luton, mate. Believe me, I can. It's fucked in there. Literally, he's not lying when he says it's the worst town in the UK.
Like the fucking Chicago of the UK.
Pretty much, but
Yeah.
honestly, man,
But yeah, I'd like to see that fight. It'll be
But-
quite entertaining.
I'll use this as a good gateway into one of our other subjects: crime. Like, what about? There's so much crime in the UK. What do you guys think about that? Like, the whole culture within teens now is just what you see in fucking drill videos.
That's right. There have been a
On
Yeah.
lot.
drugs.
There's been a lot more gun crime in the UK than there ever has been. Like I'm pretty sure a few weeks ago, right, I saw this guy who took like a hunting rifle and shot 2 kids out of his window because they were playing football too close to his house or something like that. Okay,
Not
by
in
the
the
way.
UK.
Like what?
Fuck.
That fucked me up, man. That is.
Nah, but it's not even that.
They're
It's the
hundreds of miles away, man. It's fucked.
it's the gang mentality amongst the youth.
These
Like-
dodgy malackers, man.
Yeah, the
These
scallywags
Rap scallions.
running around,
Scallywag.
running around with machetes and fucking half a brick of cocaine. And they're about 15-year-old.
You've got a fucking treasure chest and a sword. I don't know what you're talking about.
they're just on a
Scallywags.
quest.
They all up shots.
Carried
Run me
out a
up all your
quest.
doubloons. Run me up your doubloons.
Oh my god! Did I tell you? My brother's got his top comment on a YouTube video. It was an Andrew Tate.
You
It was
told
an
me that.
Andrew Tate video. He was commentating over a fight, and then my brother put in the comments like, "Why is Andrew Tate actually good at commentating? Bro is just completing side missions in life."
I actually want to mention as well, I got a top comment a couple of months back, right? Have you guys ever heard of Hugbees?
Hugbee's nuts.
What? Oh, you got me.
He pretty much he has
I'm gonna
this
cry.
series,
Rip.
right, called How It's Actually Made, and it's like you know for them, and some of it is the funniest shit. And I got one of the top comments on it with 12. Oh yeah, I got top comment with 12,000 likes.
How
right?
it's actually made. Today, we're looking at a
That's on the video.
plumbus.
It's on sugar. And
Plumbus.
Trey just said, "I'm so glad my sugar is made of sugar and not anything else. Thank you so much for helping me overcome this dilemma." It's not even funny, but it's the funniest thing in the comments.
That is funny. That is funny though.
I mean, I got top comment on TikTok one time. I was quite happy about that. It was about this ear cleaning tool. But what they did was like they showed this guy who's had his like head cut in half. Basically,
What?
it was like a fake one. To show, not a fake one, obviously,
Oh, right, okay.
but like to show how it works going in. And basically, what he did was it showed showed how normal kind of was it used to clean your ears?
Cotton buds.
The cotton buds. Showing how they'll work. It's like, oh, this is bad. I had for some reason like sunflower seeds in there. So oh, it's bad. Look, it's not working. Let's use this ear cleaning tool. Stuck it in his head sideways, by the way. Just stuck it in sideways and pulled it out. And I put in a comment saying about how, oh yeah, I think it'd be a bit impractical chopping my head in half
Right.
to clean my ears. And for some reason I got a lot of likes on that one.
I
So
think cotton buds might be the world's biggest conspiracy, considering on every single packet they say do not put in ears, and still people do them.
do you put them in your ears?
I still do. My ears get clogged, but that's probably why.
I tend to put them in my ass.
Bro,
Okay, that's enough. That's
I
enough.
prefer the nose holes.
And those, I've got bogies. That's how I do it.
Man.
The me and the homies do it.
When we're honking bogies out of our fucking nose with cute like
Did you say honking
Wait,
bogies?
Talon, have a taste of this.
yoinking fuck.
Oh, me and the boys were honking.
Me and the boys hawking loogies at each other.
I love the word loogie. Such a good word.
God.
Bro's got a loogie. You.
Ew, you've got cuties.
You got cuties. You got a loogie. So good.
I have a golden
got a
1911 in my drawer.
You have said.
Yeah, but how many loogies have you got?
I keep a
many loogies have you
drawer
got?
of my loogies.
Strap on me at all times.
How many?
I keep the strap on me at all times.
Damn.
Oh
Damn.
god.
Just won't be able to be seen.
Is that like a
so-
BB gun?
It's an actual 45 caliber pistol.
What? How can
How
you
many
own
bullets
that?
a minute? How many loogies a minute?
Bullets a minute. How many bullets?
Wait, so
per
you're
minute?
telling me you
Wow.
actually own a functional 1911? Like if I got you a couple rounds of 45 ACP, you could actually fire that.
King. It's not real. It's
I
not real.
smell bullshit.
It's like,
Oh, okay.
That way.
can I mention, right? Green.
You keep lagging. You keep lagging,
Look
by
at
the
my
way.
look at my screen.
No, Talon, look at the screen.
I'm looking at the screen. What? What am I
Do you
looking
not
at?
see that?
No,
Oh.
I don't. I see Discord.
Specifically.
I see fucking Discord. Are you sharing your screen?
Just look at how you
No,
see like the
but
profiles of people when you're in a call.
Yes.
just look at Ross's.
Why is there a car on fire? And why does it look like my granddad? Or
not see it, man?
No, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it.
I don't understand.
It's Julian,
Keep
man.
doing it. It
What?
looks like the Twitch stickers you get.
Yeah.
What?
He's just spamming photos of Julian. What even is that?
Oh, what?
Face, man. Wait, find the.
I'm so confused. I feel like I'm getting trolled.
That's right now.
You're not. I can see it. Don't worry, Talon.
I'm getting trolled.
I'll describe it for you.
Screen record.
That'll actually.
All I can see is knowledgeable celestial evergreen.
What?
You just said a lot of words right there.
That's all I see is
Celestial
knowledgeable celestial evergreen.
Where are you reading this?
The screen.
It's only enlisted chat. I'm so confused.
No, like, are you on PC right now?
PC,
Click
yes.
on the actual voice call, and it'll pop up with 4 icons. Right? It'll be me, you, Ben, and Craig.
Right.
Looking at my thing specifically.
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. Okay. So that's what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah,
I just didn't
that's
have
what
that
we've
open.
been laughing at.
I didn't have that screen open. I didn't have that
For
screen
everyone
open.
watching, I've just figured out a way to spam emojis, and we've made one of our good friends Julian, and press a button, and Julian pops up on my screen.
No, my Twitch mod. He's my Twitch mod, yeah.
So, how many
Right,
children
the
is he?
Twitch mods deserve payment.
No.
Free slave labor.
Ross? PC. Oh, God. Why would anyone want to mod a Twitch stream?
Wants to
Just too
suck
much
Talon
effort.
off.
I
Let's
don't
be
know.
honest.
Julian wanted to.
Julian
Let's go.
does have big hands. I bet he could grip your whole dick in 2 fingers.
Oh, he's gonna be listening to this and he's gonna be like,
And we love-
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, I hope he's sitting on his peachy bum right now.
I'm so sorry. We love you, really.
Shut up. Shut up.
You down a well. Get out of there.
Alan, you know you love that peachy little bum, don't you?
Stop talking.
You're getting him aroused. Stop. It's November.
Stop.
I don't know if we cut this
Stop!
part.
You have
Do
violated
we
law.
cut this part? Do we cut this part?
No.
All of this is uncut. Like me.
Late night conversation. Uncut footage.
Yo, it's your boy.
We should just. Hold on, I'm taking off the reverb. I'm taking off the
For
reverb.
you, I've got a joke for you.
Oh,
This has gone so off the rails.
I've got a joke for you.
oh, there's a joke.
What?
DJ, call his son.
What?
Oh my god, you're not getting, you fucking idiot. You fucking inbred.
What?
Understand the joke because it's like a DJ deck and you like push a record back and forth and it goes.
No, you just stop talking. It happened for you too, Ben?
Yes.
We just didn't say
You were just
anything.
dead silent. What did a
Where it was
DJ
just DJ called his son.
what did a DJ call his son? Eric.
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 No,
Eric.
I didn't even hear the did you. I just heard DJ call his
That's
son.
all I heard was DJ call his son.
See, I think we've gotten so off the rails.
Yeah,
Should we just
I
end
was
this?
thinking
Should we end this here?
skedaddle now.
yeah, probably.
We should end
Oh,
it.
for the first time listeners,
Can I do the
yes.
ending?
for
Can
the
I do the
first
ending?
listeners, you're really cool. Come back. For the not first time listeners, you're also really cool. Please come back. I need to feed my family. Anything
You don't
else
have
to
a
say,
family.
gentlemen?
They all left.
Right. Right. Can I do my outro now?
No.
Let him do the
Oh.
outro. Let him do the outro.
Okay, now you can.
Okay. Right. All right. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get like my fancy voice on. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe. Check out our Spotify because our Spotify is so epic. And actually, also we're also on Amazon
that.
Music. Surprisingly, I had no
There are
idea.
links to that afterwards.
Like I tried putting it on Spotify.
Didn't even know Amazon.
I
was
had
supposed
no
to be.
idea. I had no idea that it was on Amazon as well. But
Yeah.
I just decided to put it on
Can we
there.
put this on Deezer?
SoundCloud,
Either.
vinyl. Get it
You can put it
vinyl.
on SoundCloud.
SoundCloud's
probably.
actually good though. A lot of people do use SoundCloud,
Aye, a lot of people do use
Cassette.
it. They're too poor.
like me.
Put it on
Carrier
cassette.
pigeon.
Ship
Get this
it out
on
to our
carrier pigeon.
to our
Get it on
good
fax.
fans. Get it on fax. All right.
Goodbye.
Been good, boys.